Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Hansoo, and today plant diary is Philodendron Mican. Philodendron Mican is actually, I found it quite recently, not only for sale from our plant online shop, but also as soon as I saw this plant, I found it like it's very unique in a color and also looking. I just decided whether it's being sold or not. I brought it around 4 of them. And then actually this one that I've been growing is pretty alright, but actually this plant was covered by this sick, this damaged foliage, this kind of things, like this. To be honest, this one is like, I still trying to find why is this happen. I've been searching on the internet a lot, but like I still couldn't find clear reason. But so far what I found is like whenever those things happen, when I see the back of the foliage, it like generally has like very small tiny sticky water on the foliage, and then as soon as I wipe it off, instead of just being disappeared, but like it's just leaving a mark and it's eventually leaving that kind of white yellow pattern. So anyway, I really didn't like that foliage in the beginning, so I gave them trim. Instead of throwing that foliage, I used them as a propagating, like that. With that experience, I can conclude that this mican plant also pretty easy to propagate. So today what I'm gonna do is, even though I really enjoy to grow my mican plant as it is, and then want to see them grow very big with more spore eventually, but here's my vessel. And I'm thinking to decorate the place with plant. I think if I use this mican for decorating there, it's gonna be really look nice. So for that I need a lot of cuttings. So even it's make me feel so sad that I need to chop them off, but with that I will make the cutting like this. And then eventually, once they being a little more established, I will use them as interioring the bathroom. Then let's propagate. I got these 2 plants from same supplier, and they said both of them is Philodendron Micans, but actually I feel like they are different variety, cause that one is more like greenish color, even though the new foliage is a little brown, but like I can see it's green, light green, but that one is like whenever it's opening the new foliage, it's very brownish color and more entirely darker. But so far I can't really figure out which mican is which variety. But anyway, what I can clearly say is I like this like brownish or darker color mican more, and this one is actually have been propagated from this cuttings, so it means this mican is really good at propagating. So with this one, actually I cut last time the one, so it's become more bushier, but I think I will cut around, I'll cut about there. I think for this plant, I think that's the only cutting that I can use, cause the rest of the part is the air load is too small, so I will just not gonna take a risk. The other plants, fortunately this one has more very established air root, so I think I can cut from there, because there is root. It's that cutting. So try to make cuttings a little more. At the bottom is already have been established the root, so I will just keep it. But on the top, that one, I think if I cut that one, then there is no foliage at all, so it's gonna be pretty hard to developing another root. So I'll keep one foliage, but instead on top gonna have new cutting in the same ways. That one has that main foliage, so that one can be cut actually. So giving a trim here. That one has established the root, but it's too small foliage. For that, it's even gonna be very hard to put in the water. So I was just waiting that one to be developed root more. But instead, I think I can remove that old damaged foliage for in the case that infection or something, whatever. Like that. So now I got 9 new cuttings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, I got 10 new cuttings and 1 existing cuttings. So I will just let them wait a little bit so the cutting part is really dry. And while I'm waiting, I will just put these things in a soil, transfer this one in the soil, and then come back. I just use all the cutting that here for soil propagation. And now, on the empty one, I will use these mican cuttings. That original one is gonna go like this. And then gonna put the rest one by one. And 6, 7, 8, 8. The last one. Center. So for placing the cutting in a jar is one of the most important thing is make sure all the air load is heading to the downside. So in that way, when I pour the water, all the roots can be touching the water. Otherwise, it's gonna start to drying out. So I just gonna to fix the one that not being set properly. And then slowly pour the water. If it was usual, I wouldn't prefer to put water all the way to top like I just did, but this time some of the air load is located very on top, so I just put the water to the very top so all the foliage can be sink into water, can touch the water. Alright, so that's it. That's my Philodendron Mican propagation. And once this mican has more established root and then become more growing, then I will bring the follow-up video. I hope your mican is growing very well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.